Alright, I threw together a shops list in just under 10 minutes.
He's a phenomenal control player.
It contains 4 The One rings and 4 Argentum Masticores. And some other stuff, so no Fire Action Revoker based on the fact that the card seems always weak. Jacob Pablo, thank you very much for the subs there. This might be a putback Masticore. And multiple automatons seems like a decent pressure, although of course we'll see if my opponent is weak to that, because maybe they are not. Only Lowstone Golem as an anti-combo tool. Durset Nechad hogging. Feels weird that you play Argentum Masticore in Vintage, given that it's not even that good in Limited. I mean, clearly, you know, you might notice the card Misha's Workshop in play. Right. Which is a large part of that equation. 2 Chrome Moxen into Archon and Talia, leaving my opponent on 4 cards, okay. Hey, how come you don't play Doomsday anymore? I never played Doomsday much. I'm not opposed to ever playing it again, but it's just that there are many artifacts in the history of the game, yes. Although not many that destroy Null Road, right? So I'm gonna play White Flume Adventure, okay. Have we ever seen opponent's deck not summon, like, not Black Lotus turn 1? I don't think I've seen that. I don't think that has happened yet. Opponent played 2 Legacy Band cards already, yeah. It's just, you know, always Black Lotus. Opponent moves into Forge. It's gonna be tough to win through the Archon. Five life? I haven't done anything yet. Can board in Wormcall engines and the Null Rod on the play. Thorn of Amethyst will come out. Together with Null Rod we could trim... Well, let me do 1 ring. Doesn't seem too bad in the matchup. Maybe Mystic Forge, but on the slower side. Maybe trim... I think I trim the Spheres. Because, like, stopping them with the Null Rod seems much more effective than stopping them with the Sphere. Oh, that's a bit tricky. Maybe on the play I just want sphere. And not to sideboard too much. Chalice for sure. Because there's obviously that issue where Null Rod prevents like parts of my deck from working. Right, we all are aware of that. Maybe let's just have two spheres. Like I guess sphere on the play is like arguably strong. This is awesome. This even works through Canceller of the Tangle. Annex. Annex this idiot. Things that on the draw Chalice not gonna be so good. Probably gonna board Mindbreak traps on the draw. Torpor. Oh, I saw the Torpor Orb. That's for the matchup. That's good in the matchup. Whoops. We were supposed to do that. Strip mine. Sure, strip away. Buddy. I'm stripped. Strip mine. Strip yours. Solitude my nettles. That's a great plan, yeah. Strip. They've never seen this emote. Being on a play is broken, you should do that every time. I was actually on the play game 1, I just played a automaton on turn 1 and it didn't do anything. No basic in my deck. Inting. They do Charm Block. Wait, if they have actually Solitude, then I'm gonna be sad. Should probably use it before I equip the next one because I will gain plus 18. Should play Saga 2 for plus 3. Alright, doesn't matter. 21. Oh shit, I forgot my City of Traitors is gonna die. Lamau. Lol. Still good to play Saga. If they deal with my Germ, then I have a construct to equip my cysts onto. Oh. Right. Willing to take 21, bro? Just take it. It's good for the mind. Alright, I guess I'll gain 21. Missed plus 3 life by sorcery speeding a construct, but I don't think it matters, and maybe there is some advantages to waiting with the construct. I don't know, fragmentize or whatnot. Wasteland. Bros, if I lose this game, I will cringe. This game is so big it reminds me of COVID-19. Just a little joke I thought of. Smiley face. Good joke. Alright, opponent took 14. Canister wins, as it should have been. Spheres out. Trinisphere out. Traps in. They have source of plushes. You could chalice on one. Simply chalice on one. Could also tabernacle. No, we couldn't. Is that a new one? Yes. This is a keep. I don't know. Putting a lot of trust in that trap, but let's put some trust in that trap. Easy keep. OMG, 2 canister stream in one day. Literally coming. Trap has never deserved or earned your trust. True, it's just there. Chancellor of the Annex. Kurwa. Niedobrze. Figuratively coming. Sniper, yes. Opponent sniped to put the Chancellor of the Annex into play. Nice trap. I mean, still useful. Oh, kurwa, not useful anymore. Am I going to the PT? Depends. I'm going to the Barcelona. To the Barcelona tournament, yeah. I'm not playing in the PT. I have not qualified for it. So, yeah. Feeling the waste. Seeing it. Well, let me see that too. Loran. Kurwa no. Sroran. Alright, chat. I need all of you to manifest. Manifest. Misha's Wonk Shop. On top of my deck. You did okay. They missed Elandra, but I could waste her white. Maybe that's better. then whether they draw white or I draw mana. I have Loran to speed up drawing. They draw fast from Loran. Max Greed. Well, what is Max Greed? I mean, I also draw with Loran, so just kind of speeds up both of us drawing. That they don't really draw two with Loran. Because if I wasteland, it's like a race for me to workshop and for them to something deck. I like Max Greed. You're in a bad position. But which play is Max Greed? I don't know. I don't know which play is greedy and which one isn't. And I don't care about which play is greedy. I'm caring about which play is better. Is it reasonable to assume they have no good free drops since they played Loran, not Archon or Initiative? Their hand is Chancellor of the Annex. They skipped a 1-drop on turn 1. They don't have free drops. They might have the 4-drop. So their hand could be... Let's say that their hand is Solitude, Chancellor of the Annex. And the 4-drop Initiative Man. So I guess if they... I don't know. I would go for the greedy line TBH. Okay. Yeah, Solitude Source, same card. I'll kill the land. Feels like playing the automaton doesn't accomplish nothing. Or even anything. No i... Co? Count 2 spells. Yeah. Awesome. They kept the Mana Confluence in hand. Mana Crypt in hand not to take damage. And we got Giga rewarded. Let's go. Well, it went. So yeah, we activated the trap card, but... Now... It's a race, I guess. I hope their Mana Crypt deals many damages. Please never play anything. No, bro, what the fuck? What are you doing? You're casting a 4 mana card? No, stop it! I wonder what's my win rate against the initiative decks. I think it might be around 30%. I don't think I can ever beat Season Dungeoneer in this spot anymore. Short stream bros. Yeah, there is gonna be more stream. Around 2. Max Greed. Thank you for your extremely insightful comment. It's really eye-opening to read stuff like that, and then it makes me think, yeah. Those Twitch chatters, they know. They know some stuff. Point is playing Legacy Band cards and you're casting 2 mana 1/1s. Take a guess. Fair. I mean, you call them 2-mana 1/1s, but you know they grow. Any turn now, it's gonna grow. Or I can win like upon draws, plays, initiative, whatever. Even if I draw Black Lotus, yeah, the One Ring, great card. So how is your day going? Runeklobber grows with a giant growth. What is your point? Yeah, yeah. You know, War 2 is fine against Force of Vigor. But it's kinda rare I get to cast my spells as the shop stack. For the most part, I guess I don't. It's kind of an interesting experience. Demons are a girl's best friend. Today I thought about Generous End in Mono Green Throne. Thoughts? Sounds very good. Invisible Stalker has better ward too, just play blue. Alright. Sure. Meow. You seem lively today, Kani. How many tea girls you drank? Just one. Do I? Is it sarcasm? I can tell. Patchwork Automaton. That's a good guess. Patchwork Automaton. See, rarity and common, mana value 1 or 2, artifact or creature. So, an uncommon 1-drop creature. Monastery. Swift Spear. 1 mana uncommon human creature in white. Red, not red, white, green, blue, black. Or a 1-drop monk, that is true. Dauntless Bodyguard. Let's test that theory. Alright, it is a 1 mana uncommon creature white human knight from between Dominaria and Khans of Tarkir. Kurde, no dobre tutaj, ciekawe. Mardu Wow Reaper. Is that a knight? You sure of that? I don't think Mardu War Reaper is a... I think Mardu War Reaper is a warrior. Yeah. Obviously he's a warrior. It's both Mardu and a Reaper and not a... knight. It's also from like an incorrect set. Champion of the Parish would fit, except for the fact that it is too old and a rare. And a soldier. And... yeah. Elite Vanguard is gonna be too old. It's been first printed in M10. M10? I think this guy is way older. Uncommon dog that's like the bodyguard. It has to be a human knight. We know it's a human knight. Alright, what knight 1-drops have we seen? Maybe Dragon Killer? Dragon Hunter? That's a warrior too. Imperial Lancer. That's solid. Double strike as long as you control a dinosaur. Together my mount and I are stronger than either of us apart. Not bodyguard, Lancer. Yeah, that's it. Great guess for Alp_MTG. Very well put. Good job. I cheated. O ty kurwa. Cwaniaku. No, let's get a Snaphorn Sentry. Not many cards are. No, actually many are. So yeah. Okay, one more match. Is Justin actually streaming? We could steal some content from him. Doesn't seem like he does. So you just have to tell me something, some cool stories from today, Chad. What happened in your lives? Come on, tell me. I cheat at FNM draft. Sometimes I don't pick a card from the pack. Why do you do that? And what's the advantage, and why do you freely admit to that on the internet? You got a new job offer, very based. What is the job offer? What have you been offered to do? It's to work somewhere else, based. 2 chains into the sun giving me whiplash. It is pretty funny, yeah. The way the songs kinda like interweave each other. I will be playing Band format FNM in a few hours with the new MTG lot card Troll of Kazu Dam. Is it Reanimator or is it some kind of a popper concoction? Because I honestly don't know which format is that. If you play Paper Legacy, it's either with proxies or you are a giga snob. If it's popper, then you're playing popper. Seems rough either way. Should try out the Balatra demo between rounds. Right, I'll Google that. Packet the entire Oppenheimer movie. Any opinion on Dread Return Print 2 Popper? Maybe there is something fun you can do with it. Nothing comes to mind. I am amused by the occasional Popper strategies, like as much as one can be amused by Popper, so not much. I am amused by the occasional Popper strategies of cycle Stripped River Winder on turn 1 and then cast Exhume to return it on turn 2. Dread Return plus Land Cyclers. Yeah, but like you also, if you want to sacrifice 3 creatures, that also doesn't sound trivial. How well, like, you'd probably need to be able to use the flashback for the card to be effective. So I don't know where you can get them from. Like Young Wolf is legal, I guess. Have I ever played Altar Throne in Pauper? I have not. I am roughly familiar with how it works, though. Narcomoeba is a common, right? I don't know. I think it's actually rare in the newest printing. Narcomoeba. It's an actual rare. What if they made Narcomoeba, Price Amalgam, and Skullgari Grave Troll Pioneer Pauper legal in the set? That would be funny. Dredge, Rarity, Summon. I don't even need the Grave Troll. Have the like Imp, Dredge free, Dredge free. I mean, could use an extra Dredger, but Golari Brown Scale was in that Tortex deck. What's Tortex? That's not a card. That's a brand of ketchup called Tortex. I don't know if it's only like Polish only or. You're familiar with this. Tortured Existence. Tortex pikantny ketchup z charakterem. Unilever. No nie wiem kurwa czy jest dostępny czy nie. Nie wiem. I prefer characterless ketchup, less fat. Characterless ketchup, less fat. Aha, bo jest charakterem. I see, I see. Yeah, good one. Choose and discard a creature card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Wizard 2002, playing Oath of Druids. How do you benefit from Tortured Existence? What do you discard? For value. How does that work? Golgari Brown Skull. Is that all? Doesn't sound like that's all. What's powdering for? Wizard 2002, they're playing Dredge. Person's always playing Dredge, alright. Grave Scrabbler. Grave Scrabbler. Damn, that's strong. That's broken, you just return each other. That's a good draw. We won. Time to board. Solgay Lantern, Piffinil, Gravityger's Cage, Tormod Script, Tabernacle at Pandrel Valley, Wormcall Engine. Time to cut. Karn the Great Creator. This is the kind of game one that makes me not want to register Dredge. Yeah. Can cut Argentum Masticore. It's a 5/5, so it blocks hollow ones, so maybe not. Probably prefer Spheres, probably prefer Wormcalls, and this is like an expensive card. Cut Chalice. Let's cut the Masticores. Mystic Forge. Metamorph. Submit. Spheres play draw, they don't really, it doesn't really matter if they're play or draw, because they still stop Also vigor, the same way. And there's glitter on the floor. Opponent foolishly moved 2-2. And failed to bazaar. You probably should move to 1 then. What 2 cards they keep? They have a bazaar now, so they keep bazaar and waited to play the hollow one. Mayhaps. Maybe. Kind of makes sense. Imagine scooping to the 1 ring. Whoa, that was very bizarre keep by the opponent. Haha, 360 MLG XXX, no scope, XXX. Yes. Bathroom break, I'll be back in a few minutes. Neopets TCG announced. Wow. In order to fill time, given the fact that this match is already over, what would you play? Iconoclast or Mentor in Modern Grinding Station? Probably neither. What do you want out of those cards? Do you want a threat card that you can board and have be useful against control decks, the ring control decks, and I guess the ring control decks, it seems pretty good against those. Guess Scam, it is useful to have a threat card. I don't know. Skura used to like post lists with Mentor a lot, but I don't know how much is he to be trusted on competitive deck building, despite being a fairly skilled commentator, of course. Trying to board into Mentor against like those Furies is maybe not the worst, but also it's not gonna have an excellent success rate. One card I was trying to use against Scam at some point was Reconer Bankbuster, but I think that is just a little bit too weak of a card for Modern, and it just... not really. But if it's against Scam, then absolutely play Mentor. Don't play the 2/1 creature that dies to the Bowmaster Ping incidentally, because it's gonna get blown out a little bit too hard. Because yeah, one toughness creature is just not legal. Maybe Ferret Fury is the way. You can play Fury and Fable. It's kind of a combo because Fury gives you a combo to pair with your Fable. You can play Fourth Iteration. You can play extra removal. I think that's okay against Scam. I think all of those cards are likely to be more effective than Monster Mentor. Thoughts on Hammer becoming what in fact became? What's that? Dead? Cringe? Irrelevant? It's not like that Hammer is absolutely like has no redeeming qualities, but it has few. It makes sense despite getting a new card. It's a little bit of a on the weaker side, the new card. Thoughts on Amulet always getting cool prints. What, did it get anything new right now? Whom am I meeting in Barca? I'll be there. You're here already? Crazy. My plans for Barcelona is to chill and to drink sangria, bros. I think I'll drink many sangria liters, I guess, throughout the trip. That's just a guess. When is Barbie Day? Tomorrow. Good plan. Don't forget about the paella. Sure. I once had paella, and it was a really bad experience. But so then I hadn't never had it again. But it was because it was a seafood paella, which had not even shrimps, the big shrimps. It was not at a tourist. I guess it was at a hostel, like a meal for everyone at the hostel. If you wanted, you could pay a little bit, and you could just take a little bit of the paella, and it had the big shrimps. What's the name for big shrimps? The small one is shrimp. The big one is prawn. Yes. So maybe it was prawn. No, lobster is like super big. Prawn is mid-size, I guess. And I felt that was back in 2017 when I qualified for the Magic Online Championship Series. Back then, when they flew you over to Seattle so that you played it in their office, in the WTC office. Me and Simon Nielsen qualified. We traveled together for a 3-week trip, going first to Amsterdam on one weekend for a GP, then to the US to Seattle for the mocks, and then we returned through Barcelona because there was a GP there too. And I remember that when I ate that paella, I vomited later on. And then I proceeded not to eat for like the entirety of the next day because I didn't felt like it. Until at some point I started to feel very feeble, weak, and just feeling overall really bad from hunger. And I also realized I had no money to buy food with at that point because it was the pre-MPL days. And it was a pretty rough predicament. So I had like no money on my account to be able to pay with my card, so I only had a few dollaros. And I spent a long time walking around and trying to find a place where I could exchange my dollaros into euros to grab anything to eat. But I found it, and then I was able to. I just stepped into a McDonald's, knowing that it's not gonna contain any seafood if I don't want to. And I was barely able to order. So that was a weird experience. I didn't experience extreme hunger like that for like in other situations. It was like a stupid situation to experience that, but I just felt bad, didn't want to eat because it just felt funny, and then it kind of quickly like I started feeling super hungry. So being poor does sound difficult, and I do not recommend that. Actually, McDonald's next to the site, yeah. It was not at the site because it was Sunday. I did not qualify for day 2 of the GP, and I stayed at the hotel room, and I was playing a Mox qualifier, which was in cube sealed. which was a funny format. They used to have cube sealed mocks monthly events sometimes. What do you normally get at Macca's? I always get 2 double cheeseburgers to channel my inner NA. Me, on the other hand, I order single cheeseburgers. Does anyone order burgers without cheese? To me, that sounds very cringe. I think so. I order not going to McDonald's because I don't eat bad food. Fair. In high school, double cheeseburgers were $1, and my friends and I would see who could eat the most. Someone ate 9 in one sitting before getting sick. Damn. When I was a kid, cheeseburgers used to cost 2 złote. 2 złotes. 2 zlotys in McDonald's. And I think now they cost 7. And it really puts life in perspective. If I remember correctly, there is a small food court not too far from the site. It even had a medium Brazilian steakhouse, better than McDonald's. Yes, I mean, I agree with you, and I do not intend on eating McDonald's in general. Just in that period of extreme despair, I like the thing with McDonald's is that you see the logo, you know what you're gonna get, and I like knew they can just like do this to fill myself, and that was safe.
He's a
As like kind of odd as it
control
might
player.
sound.
Stare.
Is there a MC Sangria? Good question. We'll see. Some American Taco Bell serve alcohol now. That is crazy. Seeing you stream, our work seems similar sometimes. Here I am validating something someone did without any idea on how to do it. What is your job? I'm going to Barcelona on Monday. Validating Thinga. That's a good job. How do you engineer clouds? Cloud engineer. You'd think that clouds just are, right? You don't need to engineer them. But here is this guy engineers them and doesn't even know how. In China, they have created clouds for rain before, but it's awful for the environment. That's what Mr. Ducktape does. Engineers clouds for China. For China. Is Steam considered a cloud? I don't think so. I mean, what's a cloud, right? Cloud, what is? Chmura, co to? Kurwa, chmura zwykła, no, meteorologia. Obserwowane w atmosferze skupiska kondensatów. No to chyba substancje występujące w postaci pary. So I guess it tells us that clouds are in fact steam. So the question, is steam a cloud, is rather like backwards in a way. Us. Camulus. Camulonimbus. Cirrostratus. Cirrocumulus. Cool. Favorite cloud type? I vote for Cumulus. Cloud for FF7. I thought about the same joke, but I never actually played FF7, so I didn't want to just make it. Would be pointless. Skurwielonimbus jest mocny, burze w nim powstają. No, wiadomo. Skurwielonimbus. I remember I started playing FF7 once and my girlfriend at the time took over. Did it for me. What did she do for you? Took over the game and played it, okay. Is Skurwielonimbus the Polish name, or is there a sneaky kurwa in there? It's not an actual name of a cloud. It's a play on words, because the word skurwiel means Ah. A fucker? Like a person? You can call it like that, but it feels a bit more sophisticated than just fucker. Skurwielonimbus. Scumbag. Well, scumbag is just feels a lot less powerful, I think. Persona 5 is the best JRPG anyone ever made that I have played. How many hours did you spend playing it? Though. There's a website for that, I think. How long to beat Persona 5? About 97.5 hours for finishing Persona. Completionist 173, All Styles 112, Main Story 97,5. I like that it's 97.5, like pretty specific. What does all playstyles mean? Main story 59 hours, main plus sides 108 hours, completionist 219 hours. I think I played 150 so far, but I think I'm playing in a completionist style. Should play Persona 5. I actually started, but like I did get halfway there through the tutorial, then stopped. This was half a year ago, because I bought Persona 5 when it was like for 80 złotys. For some reason I thought, damn, that's a game that's seems pretty cool, and I want to play it at some point. Persona 5. Did you know the main story cutscenes alone from FFXEIV add up to 110 hours? That is crazy. Which one? XIV. This is XVI. Oh, the MMO. I just never finished it either. Cyberpunk's 24.5 hour. There's only so many hours in a day. Hades, how long to be? That's kind of weird, right? To say. Nier Automata. Bros, Nier Automata, best game. If you haven't played it, then like drop this Magic the Gathering thing, play it. On my recommendation. Polecam Hollow Knighta, tylko pojebanie trudny. A no Hollow Knighta grałem, skończyłem nawet. Znaczy nie skończyłem, w sumie nie skończyłem nigdy, ale grałem, bardzo fajne. I particularly enjoyed the ending of Nier Automata. Yes. On the draw, we lost. Show up, opponent. I just started Pathfinder Kingmaker and I am realizing I will probably not have time to finish it before more interesting games are released. Shucks. Dice format. Yeah, because you like start your match and then you dice immediately. Obviously. But also, as I had mentioned, it is especially true about shops. Shops is, a deck without forces, and it is a deck without the ability to just interact on the draw. And also, the spheres are much better on the play because your opponent gets to play their Moxen immediately otherwise. And also, you draw no landers on the draw. Saga Wasteland. I don't know. Last seen deck 13 days ago, Mono White Initiative. It's crazy how popular Initiative is. It's just like a deck that everyone seems to play always. Probably keep. What do I put back the Masticore? Just make constructs? Probably the last Saga is not worth it. I've been told it's a good deck if you don't know the format. That is allegedly the case, yeah. It's also good if you just open on Black Lotus every fucking game. It's probably amongst like better Lotus decks. Best Lotus decks. No nazwij cokolwiek, no i tak mnie wypierdoli. At least it's Anointed Peacekeeper and not the Initiative Mon, which would be truly destructive. Right, Ancient Tomb is actually a great draw. But also Initiative. Initiative has become really really good when people started playing the combination of Chancellor of the Annex and Chromox. That is pretty good. Pretty solid combo. Chancellor of the Anus. That is really smart. What you just said. I'm gonna drop to 2 life and play the Masticore. Probably can attack with 1 now. Did I end up making any changes to your ring control list? From the Prelim you 4-0'd. Not substantial ones that I would be sure of. You mean the blue-black one? Although I prefer blue-white ring, and I'll probably be playing that deck in Barcelona Secret Lair events. We won on the draw. Yeah, it was crazy. Alright, we need 1 stinker in the deck. 1 sphere. Yeah, I know that Peacekeeper is just much weaker than the initiative monsters. Do you think Chancellor of the Spires feels sad that it's the only Chancellor without an MTG of 5-0? Which one is that? The blue one? Are you sure that it never had a 5-0? I'm pretty sure I've seen these cards before. How difficult is the Jewel Paradoxical Outcome deck? As a matchup or as a deck? Kurwa, no ja pierdolę, nie zauważyłem. A się wjebałem, ja pierdolę, no dobra. Kurwa. So easy to miss that when you get distracted by literally anything. You could just simply play Mox Sapphire into Torpor Orb. That would be better, significantly better. I think letting the Jewel deck is not very... Like, you can do it. You'll manage. Chat's fault? Yeah, chat's fault. Chat's fault. Jezus, ale tragedia. I think you should play basic with initiative. Loran trzeciej ścieżki. Ale teraz po chuju, no dobra, wygrałeś. Tilt. Penny dreadful results though, and what else? Mill. I guess fair. Penny Dreadful. Lands. 20 islands. Ah, kurwa, no. Screeching Circle. Alright, I'm not reading that. Shriekgeist. What the heck are those cards? Lutri Mail. The best Penny Dreadful deck. Ten z tym Chancelorem cały czas. Should play the initiative deck someday. Like, Chancellor of the Annex gives this deck some play on the draw. Chromox, okay. Chrome Ox. I take initiative. Alright, now you simply die. Turn 1 as per usual. Seems pretty consistent, yeah. Penny Dreadful is literally the best MTGO format for brewers in existence. This is coming from a Spike who experienced a Y2K with Ristan ports and CVs. What are you talking about? Y2K? I never played Penny Dreadful. How do people play Penny Dreadful? Maybe Wormcall can save us. Hopefully. Where do we cut spheres from shops? This deck needs more mana than it does. It has only 28 mana. It's way too little. Could I see Masticore working in Modern? No, it barely works in Vintage. It's not really all that good. It's just a colorless card that can kill Null Rod, so it's sometimes okay, but it's not actually very good. To play 4 Grim Monolith and 3 keys. No City of Tritors. Like 2 Worm Calls in the deck too. Two keys. Mox Opal. Can you think going pro nowadays is something hard? Yeah. Should be. Mystic Forge like tends to just suck ass, honestly. Just not play it. So I have 3 Masticore only. And then in the sideboard we can have probably don't need the Lattice, it almost never matters. Tomod Script, Soul Guide, Piffing Needle. Oh, Piffing Needle. Crowdger Cage, Null Rod, Torpor Orb, Wormcoil Engine. What's harder, being the best Polish MTGO streamer on the planet or being a sometimes Moni's PT player? Streamer. Got Pharaohs. It's probably better in the sideboard because so many people play Initiative. I'll have the 4th Masticore and Wormcoil on the sideboard. I'm not gonna play Null Rod because it sucks in my deck now. I'm just gonna have Mind Breaks for when on the draw so they can be irrelevant. Versus shops. Not shops, versus jewels. Is that true in Polish that Witcher is like part of the culture? Well, it's a pretty well known and popular series. Pretty renowned and pretty liked. I think Obama got a copy of the second game as a gift from the Polish government. Wow. You like it. How is it pronounced? I think the translation was not literally. Wiedźmin is like the hexer or something. Wiedźmin is not an actual word outside of the series. Wiedźma means a witch. And Wiedźmin is like a male version of Wiedźma, but not really. But it does sound like somebody in some way associated with witches. So I think it could be reasonably translated to the hexer, but witcher. I'm kind of used to how it sounds, so it sounds good to me. But yeah, I like the Witcher games. I played 175 hours, according to my Switch, in Witcher 3. Many of those hours I have spent pointlessly swimming around the entirety of the Skellige map, collecting loot from barrels that contained nothing worthwhile. Also like the book series, I have read them, I think twice. Enjoyed them. My 2-month streaming career was playing the first season of Gwent Pro Ladder. Game was gas. Damn. Actual Gwent sucks. Witcher 3 Gwent is based. Actually, no. Witcher 3 Gwent was kinda lame and boring. Because you had the rule that golden cards just had hexproof. So you just put all the golden cards into your deck and you had more numbers than your opponent. For the most part, I couldn't lose. Ja bo nic nie potrzebuję, Jędrek, ale mam giga FOMO teraz, że coś potrzebuję. Kurde, no. Muszę gacie kupić? Kurwa, no nie wiem. Nie no, mam gacie przecież. Skiery też mam. Co się zesrać? No, on the draw again. Not on the draw. The real kinda. Thank you for raiding the kebab channel. I was in another room and suddenly heard Polish chefs shouting at one another. Did you enjoy it? I haven't watched it, so I haven't seen it. You should apply for a job in CD Projekt and develop a better Gwent game. Well, I haven't played the Gwent game, the standalone game, the one that got discontinued lately, I think. I only played I played a little bit of it, but I never got deep into it. It was fine. It's just that the in-game game in Witcher 3 Game of Gwent, it was fine. It was like a good break from the regular gameplay, and it was simple enough to function as a minigame, and it was collecting the cards alone was fun enough. But I think objectively it was kind of lame. I don't think Gwent was mentioned in the books at all. I don't think it existed in the books. It was? You sure? Może krasnale jakieś grały? Dobra, to jest, był. Yeah, it was in the books, chat. Gwint, opisy z książek i gier. Zoltan, Jazon Worda, Kaleb Straton i Percival Schuttenbach usiedli opodal wozu i bez wytchnienia grali w Gwinta, ich ulubioną grę karcianą, której poświęcali każdą wolną chwilę, nawet poprzednie mokre wieczory. Skomplikowanych reguł tej typowo krasnoludzkiej gry nadal nie mógł pojąć, ale zachwycał się wyjątkowo starannym wykonaniem kart i malunkami figur. W porównaniu do kart, którymi grali ludzie, karty krasnoludów były prawdziwymi arcydziełami poligrafii. Wizerunki na kartach krasnoludów wykluczały podobne pomyłki. Noszący koronę wyżnik był prawdziwie królewski, panna cycata i rodziwa, a uzbrojony w halabardę nisznik zawadiacko-wąsaty. Did they just use normal playing cards? Cycata i urodziwa. Get play on the books or some shit, king. It's the dwarves. It's like describing the dwarves, but you couldn't get into it. Rules were too hard. Kanister chyba zacznie grać w Gwinta, jeżeli są takie urodziwe soliny na kartach, no tak, no. Wiesz jak jest. Scavenging Ooze is not what I expected, but it is maybe what I deserve. Like, what the fuck is Scavenging Ooze? Saga. What is this? It's so weird. A kurwa, no dobra. This time I'm the one who's exercising my right to peer myself, as they say. It's a Polish phrase, so you probably don't know it yet. But to peer yourself, I guess I'm not sure what it means exactly, but it has kinda masturbatory vibes. Peer, like the fruit. Peer yourself. Hej, napiszę po angielsku, żeby nie było. Is it worth start to playing MTG at the moment, to invest any money to playing events, etc.? Well, that's a very well-rounded, that's a really tough question. Momencik. Alright, I'm back. What the fuck? They tinkered for Citadel and didn't do anything? Alright, so I'll tell you what happened. Neighbor lady from that lives underneath me had a small emergency of a water water, not pipe, but like the snake, not snake. What's the English name for that? You know, leak, and it was holes, yes. A leak, and started like powering over all of the kitchen floor, and she panicked and asked me to help her, which I did. Was she stuck under the sink? No. Did I laugh at her? No. She didn't know where she has the like. I mean, all she had to do was to like turn off the water in the house, but she didn't know where she had the pipes that allow you to do that, and therefore was not able to do that herself. But I helped her find it, and now I'm back to getting Faust of Will, patching Zur's weirding. So yeah, that is certainly Zur's weird jump. Zalałeś babkę z dołu, ciężki spot? Nie, u niej się zalewało, ja nie zalałem. Clean your pipes, bro, she's like 80. There was not like, nobody got stuck in the, washing machine or whatnot. Nobody needed help getting unstuck. And nobody, that hasn't happened. See that my opponent is a very successful Bolas's Citadel deck, and also a very successful Scavenging Ooze deck. Did she pay you? No, I mean, all I did was I turned down the like water faucet, water pipe. What a game. So we're playing against a Scavenging Ooze deck. That's all we know. Tinker too, but not quite. I'll just submit and see what is on, because I have no idea. Azur's Weirding deck, yeah, which I also don't know what it means. What do you combo Azur's Weirding with? Maybe with Zuran Orb. Possibly. Piffing Needle for Ooze. Yeah, definitely need that. So is MTG worth it? No. I mean, it's a fun hobby. There's better, like, there's probably cheaper hobbies. I guess I don't know if there are. Maybe not. Getting to play in tournaments is fun if you enjoy that. Sometimes you'll win slightly more than meaningless amount of money, and that's, if you like that, that's also cool. Just like for the sake of it. Sometimes you will luck out and they will email you about asking you to play in the MPL, and then, you know, that's fun, but it's pretty rare. What makes you like the blue-eyed ring control list better than the blue-black ring control list? Better removal. Expedition map. Okay. Might. Do I live alone? Yes. For the past half of the year. Used to live for 3 or 4 years with my girlfriend. Before that. Will this change tomorrow? I don't think so. What about tofu? Okay, I live with 2 cats. We have assembled infinite turns against my opponent's combination deck of Scavenging Ooze, Might, Tundra, Brainstorm, all of that. Two. How do you win? With Patchwork Automaton infinite attacks. I did break out with Katarzyna back in January Or February. But it's good. It's good, chat. It's good. When am I leaving for the PT? I will be leaving on Monday. So weekend is gonna be 2 days of streaming. Modern challenge tomorrow probably. Maybe I'll play the sealed event, maybe not, probably not. And then we'll see what happens on Sunday. Shaman, 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 shaman. Do you compete in everything or just the formats you have chosen? I play in lots of stuff, but like I don't play in everything. This is in limited, and I'm weak at limited, so I probably will skip that. Alright, we took to the prelim. It's 10 a.m. p.m. Thank you. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back for the challenge tomorrow. Stay hydrated. And it was a pleasure that you followed me on my journey of this prelim. Go watch Doomwake and tell him that his decks are the worst piles that have ever been constructed.